What's going on, people? What is going on, man? You know, it is a Monday night, which means this is Cooler Talk Mondays, featuring your boy Six Man K Styles. Booyah! And the guy checking on his light, looking up at the gods, is your boy Mad Mike Sports, the mad scientist. Two
I do
thirds
my pre.
of I don't fuck with you. What is it? When doves cry. Two thirds of the heavy hitters. What's up to our homie Jew Talk Sports? As you already know, the heavy hitters is
Happy
coming soon.
birthday to you. Happy
Happy
birthday to
to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday.
to
Okay.
you
Okay.
and Adonis. Jew and Adonis. Hey, that's something. Father and
I
son
know,
birthday.
right?
That's crazy.
I know. Exactly, man. So definitely shouts out to Jew Talk Sports. So as we already know, man, it is the beginning of the show, and you already know how we start this off. You know, we got to hit them with that
Real.
roll call. And today's roll call, we're going to start it off with Joseph Thornton. We got Mr. Isaac Crimes. We got Floyd Donnelly. We got the regular guy. Hey, we all regular guys around here. We got Tail Sports and Gaming, Nathan Floyd. We got D. Coleman, Jerry Bowie. We got our homie, Mr. Noah Tyndale. Wednesday nights. Y'all make sure y'all be on the lookout on Mad Mike Sports for that. We got Brian Peoples. We got Black Heart, Ghost Peppers. We got Michael Walker. Not that Michael Walker. Billy Mills, Delayed J, CK22. We got Jonathan Bell, Pat Norris, and I'm going to give the last couple ones to Sean, the RC mechanic, and Raymond Elder. What is going on, Mike? How we doing this evening?
Uh,
Oh,
we're doing just
oh.
fine.
Also, sponsored by High Quality H2O.
Oh, yeah.
But we got an interesting show for you tonight. But before we go ahead and start this show, let's go ahead and do this right quick. I'm gonna go ahead and do this right quick.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, man. Got to show. We got to pay our respects to Dwayne Haskins, as we already know, tragically passed a couple days ago. Being struck by a car after he just recently re-signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, I want to go ahead and give my respects to him and his family. This is definitely one of those telltales that shows, man, life is short, man. So you have to enjoy it by any means possible. And Ian Rappaport, was it Ian Rappaport? Make sure I got
Um,
the name right.
I believe it was Adam Schefter.
Adam Schefter. Adam Schefter
Mhm.
ain't shit.
Quite a few people, man.
Quite a few people, but I just know the main one that I know is Adam Schefter. Ain't shit for trying to instead of embracing okay what he could have been or embracing what he has done. He's gonna gaslight it by talk about how his football career, like motherfucker, this family doesn't care about his football career, they care about his life. But they said Gil Brandt was that as well.
Again, it was quite a few people.
Yeah, but just let this be a telltale to a lot of people, man. Like you said, we can be taken out of here just like that, man. So just go ahead and enjoy it while you can. Take care of everything you need to take care of.
Mm-hmm.
Tell your family you love them. Like you said, 24 years old, man.
Appreciation. Um,
Right.
Most importantly is that one thing I want to highlight is that it's often said that um, you tend to be more appreciative after the fact. And one thing I've always lived by is, just you want to do right, man. Despite what people may, how you may feel a certain day, you may not feel like being nice. You know, still try to do that one extra thing that that's gonna leave a mark. Um, and you know, this may not sound um it may not be the right time, but again, you know how I am. This may not be the right time to say it, but if there is there a such thing as the right time, I'm not sure. Um, but your life could be a lesson to somebody. Never be afraid of your shortcomings, your mistakes, because your mistakes can turn into something positive with somebody else. It could save a kid. Looking at his life, looking at my life, looking at your life, their life. Never be afraid of your shortcomings. And I think a lot of people are afraid of their shortcomings and are embarrassed of their shortcomings. That's the biggest thing. Never be embarrassed of your shortcomings. And I think Dwayne Haskins was on the right path. He was not afraid of telling people this is who I once was. Um, and I think that's something that Adam Schefter, um, if he would have done things the proper way, and not be so focused on telling the story versus doing it the proper way. I think that's where he went wrong. He didn't tell his story the proper way. He was just so anxious to get a story out. He didn't tell the story the proper way. So if you tell someone's story the proper way, you know, without having to just harp on the negative things, you can harp on negative things and then turn into something positive. So never be afraid of your shortcomings. So that's why I want everybody. Don't be afraid, man. There ain't nothing wrong with screwing up. Ain't nothing wrong with screwing up. Ain't nothing wrong with being that. So let's get to some fun now, man. Let's get to some fun.
All right, man. Like you said, definitely just enjoy everything that you got here. Let's go ahead and get into the program. We just wanted to go ahead and get that out the way. Um, we're gonna kick it off like this. I don't know if anybody paid attention to the quote rumors out here, but there was a particular rumor that's been going around on, I guess, out here in the streets here
Mm-hmm.
recently. I'm gonna go ahead and put this up. Said that the Saints are high on Malik Willis and Kenny Pickett and will consider trading up to secure one of them. So my question for y'all would be, if the Saints offered up, and the other part about it was they were willing to part with their two first round picks, would you be willing as a Falcon fan to take that, as a Falcon, to take that trade to move back and get a extra first round pick that may be picked two or three spots later from that original pick? Or do you think you'll be too proud, even though that is a division rival, to take that kind of pick, take that move? And hold on, we got a 20 spot, $20. Holla, 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 holla. Shout out Tyrone in the building. You can call on Tyrone. Call him. But $20 spot from Blackheart. He said, hashtag real Falcon fans. Damn right, bro. We the last of the Mohicans, man, and we proud of it.
Oh, this is now.
Oh, man. But I see a lot of yeses. I see a hell yeah. I see hell yeahs in here too. So
yeah.
If you want the Falcons to trade back and get 2 first round picks, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I try to sound like Stone Cold on that.
But
oh, hell yeah.
So Mike, what do you think, man? What do you think about this particular scenario?
If you want it bad enough, give it. Show me. You want that? You ready to trade up to get them? Show me. You got to show me how bad you want it. Because if I'm the Falcons, I'm taking everything. The socks, the drawers. Hell, somebody got a bra on, take that too. Shit. All that, take all that shit. I want it all. I want the third, fourth. I want the first round picks. I want it all. So I'm not against it. I don't necessarily believe in any of these quarterbacks, to be honest. That doesn't mean that none of these guys can't have a successful career. They can still have a successful career. I'm just not a believer in them. But if the Saints want it bad enough, show me. Prove it to me. I'm not against it. Exactly. We need to rebuild. Right. We need to build this roster. We need to fill this roster. That's our biggest issue. We need to fill this roster. So if they want to trade most of their picks to get one player, I'm cool with that.
Okay. Because you know there's going to be a portion of people here, and I'm gonna just say it like this. Indeed, this is just a hypothetical scenario, so we don't know if this is true or not, but this just gave a ideology. Who was that? Charles West said, was it Charles West? Hold on. No, Chris said, what trade are we talking about? We're talking about the rumors that the Saints are willing to trade up to get either Malik Willis or Kenny Pickett, and basically we're putting a scenario where should the Falcons be looking to trade with the Saints so they can get up and get their quarterback while we get their 2 first round picks. Mm-hmm. This is what we're talking about. We have to take pride out the window here. If you look at where the picks they got, 16 and 19. Yeah. 16 and 19, because those are the 2 picks that's scheduled to be part of this rumor. Now, I would definitely take that. But here's the problem too. Here's the little kicker here. We know how big everybody is on we know how big everybody is on Jordan Davis. There may be a possibility if it came through, Jordan Davis might be gone before 16.
Right.
So that's the catch-22 on that. And then you have a portion of Atlanta that's going to be looking at Fontenot and be like, oh, you son of a bitch. Why did you do this? Mm-hmm. Now you're going to give them the quarterback we want. Like we said, people, if you want to establish the bad guy era to where you trying to put the team ahead of everybody else, That's a statement for your ass right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a damn statement right there. But yeah, it just depends. Like I said, it would be depending on how confident are you to get the guy you want to fall to 16.
Mm-hmm. That's the biggest thing.
That's gonna be the biggest issue right there. But if he's not there at 16, would I call it the first round of failure? No, because we've already said there's deep is depth at defensive line, but you have to go and get it.
Mm-hmm.
And we got the king with the 9.99 super chase. Said Trevor Penning for the run game and best pass rusher that happened. Only thing about Trevor Penning, and I love his game. I love the tenacity that he plays with. He's reckless as hell too. That right there, like that's gonna be a reckless. That'd be reckless. But the problem is if you're gonna make that draft pick, one of your tackles got to be. You got to get rid of one of your tackles before the draft. You got to get rid of Caleb McGarry before the draft if you're gonna pull that one off.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely appreciate the one that 9.99. But yeah, it's just gonna be depend on the catch 22. What are you gonna get? What's gonna be available at 16?
Uh, you brought up a good point. Um, there's a catch 22. Is that um I totally lost my train of thought. I forgot what the hell I was about to say. Yeah. So I need to slow down. But yeah, that's a catch 22, man. I think the biggest thing for me, and I kind of made a video earlier about this, last night, late last night, and I was talking about whether or not should the Atlanta is there a guy that is worth trading up for? And for me, when the answer is clearly no, there's not one single player in the draft I would ever trade up for at the number 8 position. It's a
So
clear.
we could pretty much kill that one mock draft that said we was gonna trade up to get Kenny Pickett with the third overall pick. Did y'all hear? I know y'all heard about that one.
As far as Kenny Pickett, come on, bro.
Nah,
You
I
got to be
can't.
over 6'5". You got to at least be over 6'2", 6'3" before I'm afraid enough for you.
Nah, I don't like it. Ain't even about that. It's just the fact that you have an opportunity to pick cornerstone defensive players for the next 5-6 years with that top pick. Nah, I'm good on that. And Mike, I know you probably want to handle this right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the things that we always talk about. He talking about let him keep taking for CJ and Bryce. Better will be terrible again this year. This is exactly one of the main things we always talk about as far as this whole give it up us ass attitude right here. Um, you don't know that.
Um,
Yeah, I'm about to say, man, you don't know that.
let
I
him
mean,
keep
you basically he said they need the tank so they can go ahead and get one of the quarterbacks for next year.
I ran it last night, and now it looks like I'm gonna have to do it again. I'll just give you a mini quote unquote rant. Um, you're a coward, plain and simple. You're a coward. You're a punk bitch if that's what your mentality is. We gonna quit automatically to grab on another man's nuts and say, this is who we want. You are our guy. We love you. Please come save us. Right? No, you're a coward. That's how cowards think. I don't care about. Let me tell you one thing, and I'm gonna keep this PG. I'm gonna keep it PG. There was a reason why Tom Brady's in Tampa Bay, because one man will never ever win a championship. The reason why he ran to Tampa Bay is because they had a defense. He could have ran to LA. He could have ran to a number of teams. He could have went to Baltimore. But is you know, it maybe people looking at like, but he could have ran to Baltimore. I mean, at the time you got Lamar Jackson, but hell, he could have ran there. He could have ran to Tennessee. He could have ran to other teams. But the point is, he ran to a team that had a defense. One player will never win a championship. We got some of the greatest quarterbacks of all time that have played the game, and yeah, they throw for 50, 60,000 yards, and guess what? They can't get back there, or they can't get to a championship. That man Drew Brees threw for almost 80,000 yards or something crazy like that, and he couldn't get back to it. So he threw all those yards, and you see, Philip Rivers, he's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. He could never get over the hump. Why? Because he didn't have a team. So if you have the mentality that CJ, whatever the Stroud or Crowd, I don't know what the hell his name is. If you have a mentality that one quarterback is going to change the franchise fortune or misfortune, you're not a football player. You've never played the game. You've never played any type of sport. So, like I said, I'm gonna be nice this time and not cuss. But yeah, come on, man. There's so many quarterbacks that played the game and they've been great, legendary careers. Trent Green is another
Mhm.
one. Rich Gannon, those guys had pretty good careers. They were very good quarterbacks. Steve McNair, those
Mhm.
guys could never get back to there.
Right.
Why? Because
Right.
so it's so many
Right.
quarterbacks that we can go through that have never had the
Right.
opportunity to win championships because they didn't have a team.
Right. And then you also have to think about it. If you're doing the tanking like that, you're basically wasting mentally you're wasting a full year of somebody's damn playing career.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and this is the issue that we have to have around here. Isn't there's nothing wrong? See, and the thing is, and he said that I'm only said he said that because he's a realist about our roster. But as a realist that watches football knows that this is a year to year league.
Mm-hmm. Do we not learn anything? We just literally saw
Well,
Cincinnati go to worst to first. Like this, like what are y'all talking about?
exactly. It's worse the first. This wasn't like they went 4-7, 79, 9 and
Mm-hmm.
7, and then went to the Super Bowl. No, these motherfuckers was sitting here at 6 some, 5 some, 4 wins, bam, Super Bowl.
Don't tell me we don't have a chance. Don't tell me we don't.
Because my thing is, if I feel like we don't have a chance, why am I watching them then? If I know I ain't got a chance, that's that's wasting time. That to me, that'd be me even wasting time watching Falcon football if I know they're going to lose just because
Mm-hmm.
the roster is not how I want it. But and we also have to get out the mindset that having just one quarterback is going to take us to multiple championships. Doesn't happen like that. It doesn't happen like that. Because just like Mike said, Drew Brees got one championship in a 21-year career.
21 years in the league.
Almost 21 years.
He played 20 years trying to get back to the Super Bowl. Trying to get to the Super Bowl. He made it once. That's if you playing baseball, that's a horrible batting average. like old 98, you like old 98, old 89.
Right.
That's a horrible percentage. I'm like, come on.
Like I said, Eli Manning got more Super Bowls than Drew Brees and Aaron Rodgers combined. But we don't give him credit because we say, well, it was the defense that got him there. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what the fuck. That's exactly why the fuck you build a team. Mm-hmm. But I feel like that's an interesting trade scenario right there. I believe that if you believe that Jordan Davis will fall, I would take that. But even if he doesn't fall to that pit, I still take it because you can still use one of those first round picks to trade back later in the first round and pick a D tackle you want, rather it be a Travis Jones or Fadarius Mathis or somebody in that nature. Mm-hmm. Just got to be smart about it. Let's see. You want to go ahead and let's see. Let's go ahead. We're gonna get to the next topic. My bad, y'all. I'm sitting here writing stuff down. Mm-hmm. We're gonna talk about the latest. Well, you know what? Mike, you want to go ahead and let them come on? We'll go ahead and bring the big. Mm-hmm. But we're gonna probably pop something here a little different here right now because we also want to Let's see if we can get somebody to come on right quick. We're gonna do something a little different for Cooler Talk Mondays. We're gonna have the live chat open tonight. And while we doing that, we're just gonna read a few comments. We're gonna see if anybody's gonna come in. Vaughn said, literally, players are playing to prove for their families they don't have time to tank. You fool. Exactly. A
lot of people think this is just a game, man.
Everybody think this is Madden. This is not Madden, bro.
People putting their
some rebuild,
like they putting their legs, their arms, their head, their body, their necks, all online to provide for their family.
Mm-hmm. You know, some rebuilds take 3 to 4 years. Some rebuilds take damn near 10 plus years. Mm-hmm. Because Bino, I kind of want you to come on as well.
Hold on 1 second. I want to we got to set the guidelines for the show. We're gonna do something a little new. We want to everybody when you get on, be mindful that we're gonna have a lot of people on, so try to be careful. Don't overtalk and don't overtalk anyone, and be mindful of the time. Let's get started, man.
Right. And like I said, for the people that kind of want to challenge our optimism, y'all hit the link too, man. You, you mainly got to hit the link. But while we doing that, we got the OG Sam in the building.
What up, y'all?
What's going on, man?
Not much, not much, not much.
What's on your mind, Big Sam, man? What you got? What you got for us?
Well, to start, I'm kind of on the fence with this trade with the Saints
Okay.
because one, okay, like I made it no secret. I think that Jordan Davis makes our life easier on defense.
Right.
Um, Now, I just commented. I would be cool with getting those first two picks if they're gonna take those two picks, 16 and 19, and move back up
Mm-hmm.
because 16 and 19 are not going to be the only picks we get in that deal.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That would be my strategy if we go through with that. You know what I'm saying? Use 16 and 19 to get back up. At least that way we still have at least a 65 to 75% chance of still getting Jordan Davis. Because the way things are looking like, a lot of these other teams finna make panic moves to get up and try to get these 2-3 quarterbacks.
Okay. Yeah, that's like I said, it's kind of like a food for thought type of topic because I know most likely it will not happen. But it's just about putting the idea out there because
Yeah.
we like right now as we looking at Terry Funk knowing how they dealing these last couple years on how they building this team, we don't damn know what the fuck they got going on.
We didn't know that last year, but
We
paying attention to the moves told us everything.
like I said, Hambino, you gotta hit the link, man. You gotta hit the link, man. Yeah, like I said, if you feel like we're too optimistic, you can come on and challenge us on why. But go ahead and get a name here I haven't seen before here. Hey, love,
Yeah,
what is
what's up,
happening?
man? How things going?
Oh, we good, man. What you know good, man?
Let me hold on. Let me turn this TV down for a second here.
Okay. Everybody
All
else,
right,
y'all just
now,
hold on in the back. What's up? What's
I
on your
want
mind,
to
man?
thank thanks y'all guys let me get on here and stuff. And oh, why can't I hear me? Hello?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we can
we
hear you. We hear you just fine.
we probably can't hear ourselves.
Okay, there. All right, now, um, glad to be on and finally, and I got something to say about the fans themselves. They always taking a role as being victims.
Amen.
Mm,
They always complaining about way the team is structured and all the rest of it, all the good things that could have came out of this team since '08. They have floundered by not sitting back and supporting what the team has done, being controversial on every little player that we bring in. And when they
Mhm.
start to like him, they sit around and say, okay, he's the man and all. But does he do anything? Does he do anything for him, for the team as a whole? We go back to Julio. Julio, we gave up 5 picks to get him. It set the team back 4 to 5 years on what we gave up to get him. And the only reason why we picked up Julio was to put butts in the seats. The
I never
only
thought
one
about it
making
like
money
that.
the first 3 years, Matt Ryan was here. And with the with those 3 years, We went to the playoffs twice, but we end up going to get somebody to get butts in the seats. So that's a negative towards the fans. What we could have built, we would never know.
Oh man.
And people now are complaining about Matt Ryan leaving, his displeasure on the team. This man gave up. He gave up the whole his whole persona of being the man here in Atlanta. He wasn't the face when Julio was here. He gave up. Teammates gave up being the face of this team, the face of the franchise, just to keep Julio happy. You know, you didn't hear after a while, you didn't hear Matt Ryan's name mentioned. Oh, we're going to go play Julio. Every broadcast that came out, it was Julio and Matt Ryan. It wasn't Matt Ryan and Julio. The disrespect that this organization showed a great player like Matt Ryan, it was nothing but honorable what they did for him after this season.
That's a great point.
That's all I have to say.
Hey man,
okay.
You make it.
Okay, appreciate it.
Hey man, if that's all, that's all you got to say. We're just trying to give everybody an opportunity. So you got one more. You know, you got some other stuff. You got, something else you got to say. We'll let you go about it, but we appreciate. We appreciate you for joining us, man. I truly appreciate it. God, yeah, he hit on some points, man. Dang.
Right.
Right.
I know, Sam.
Oh Lord!
All right, there, Sam.
I agree with 90% of what he said. I do. And he's absolutely right. Because remember, I made the point yesterday and Friday. Okay. The local media, national media ain't had nothing nice to say about this man in 14 years.
Mm-hmm.
But all this, what happened leading up to the trade? He gets to Indianapolis. Now he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Now y'all got compliments. Now his career's been revered. Now, man, stop with the bullshit.
He said, keep the same energy.
Right.
Keep the same.
It's the same thing with the fans.
You know what it's like, Sam? It's like you got a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Yep. You got a girlfriend. Mm-hmm. Y'all been together for about 10 years, and you know what? Y'all break up. She ugly, but soon as she get with another dude, yep. He taking a New Mexico, and he taking a this place and that. Now, dang.
Oh my God.
Now you all you feeling. Oh my God. You want to get him back. Like, come on, man. Come on. We gotta stop, bro.
That's why the day the trade happened, I'm talking about all across the board. I said, make sure y'all have this same energy when he's standing at the podium next February. Have that same energy. Because now y'all walk around here pouting, ain't got nothing to say, because you can't blame the scapegoat. Because the scapegoat got a new girl. A complete girl. Right. We talking about a girl with a run game and a defense girl.
All right. Hey, Love, if you ain't got nothing else, hey, Love, we're gonna go ahead and make some room for the next guy to come in. We definitely appreciate you, man.
That's fine. That's fine.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Have a good day, guys. Keep up the good work.
Great points. Great points.
Great point. All right, we got Tremble Things.
This from Mel case now.
Tremel, goddamn it, the way it's spelled right now.
We
It's
can't
spelled
read
like
that bullshit.
Hey, look. I just want to say, man, big up the Mad Mike, K Styles, and Big Sam, man. Y'all doing y'all thing, man. Great talking point.
All right, man. We definitely appreciate it, man. But
one thing I do want to point out, man, is that the more and more, time goes along, man, it's just like Marcus Mariota, man, I'm warming up more and more to him. The only reservation I have about him is his health. But I'm warming up more and more to the idea of Marcus Mariota running this offense, man, because of one, I think a lot of Falcon fans don't really give Arthur Smith the respect that he deserves, man.
Nope.
I mean, it was 1 year. We didn't make the playoffs, but at the same time, the man had more wins. He doubled the wins.
See, I think where the issue come down to is because it's not the coach they wanted. Let's just keep it real.
It don't matter. But if you're a true Falcons fan, it shouldn't matter.
Right. But let me get this $10 super chat from my homie here. Let's get it, GA. $10. Y'all want some 2K gameplay? Y'all go hit up my homie. Let's get it, GA, man. He got y'all on the 2K tip. He killing it over there. He said, big shout out to my homies, Mike and K Styles. Y'all keep doing great. Salute to y'all. Much love and always respect. Definitely, man. Definitely. We definitely appreciate that. But go ahead, Tremel.
I just think, you know what I mean, as far as the Saints trying to trade up and, get a quarterback, go ahead. Y'all don't got Sean Payton no more. Who gonna be the offensive guru? I feel like if you draft a quarterback, you have to have a certain coach in place in order to develop that quarterback. So it's just like, I feel like we safe with Mariota.
Dennis Allen ain't known for grooming quarterbacks.
Exactly. He's a defensive coach. So it's just like, who y'all offensive guru? And you still got Jameis Winston. And I'm not trying to knock the Saints, man, but I'm just looking at it objectively.
No. I will. I do it for you. You don't want to do it. I do it.
Hey, don't forget, too, they got Andy Dalton, too, so don't forget that.
Andy Dalton. And Taysom Hill. Hey, they got Taysom Hill, too.
They did. They signed it. They signed it.
No, they said they're going to move Taysom Hill to tight end now. He's not
going to he had tight end now. But they got Andy Dalton, man. Like, yo, man, man, go on and draft a quarterback, in my opinion. Do it. I would love for you to. Because you have to develop the quarterback, man. You got to develop him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I think Arthur Smith, whoever we choose as the next presiding quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons, I feel safe with Arthur Smith developing him. It no matter who it is. Whoever he chooses, man, I feel comfortable with him developing him as a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like
that sounds about right. No, I'm about to say that sounds exactly right. Like you say, it's about developing. You're bringing in guys that do have the experience, but at the end of the day, and it's the same thing that we've had a problem with was developing guys, not just quarterback wise, but team wise.
Right.
And it showed for the last 4 years.
And it's just like and you're right, K Styles, and it's just like with our coaching staff, man, I think Atlanta fans have to be patient with these guys. I think we got the right guys. But you have to be patient. Rome was not built overnight. It took 1 million years to build Rome, man.
Exactly.
Come on, dog. You got to be patient, man. You know what I mean?
They still looking at this team through Mike Smith and Dan Quinn eyes and Jim Murray. That's what they do.
And Mike Vick. And Mike Vick.
Oh, we don't use that name over here. We don't use that name. We say number 7 over here.
But the thing but why they so brainwashed is because Mike Vick, he did elevate, because we were a dumpster fire before Mike Vick came, and he elevated the franchise quickly. And it's just like they still had that frame of mind, but everything doesn't work accordingly like that. You have to be patient.
Sam. Calm down, Samuel. Samuel White. Calm down. Calm down. All right. Hey, man. Hey, Chuck. We got a full house over here, man. We got
no, look.
Go ahead. We'll let you go in.
No. I didn't mean it in that way. What I'm saying is that
we got a full house. We can't get 10 minutes on the show tonight. We got a full house, and we're only trying to do an hour and 30 minutes. So
On Friday we go how the hell we want to.
Yeah. On Friday, So kind of giving your last taste real quick, man. We're trying to get everybody in here. We got about 5 more people.
Okay, that's what's up. All I'm gonna say, man, is be patient. You know what I'm saying to the fans, man. Be patient. Let these dudes do what they do. If they ruin the franchise, they just do. That's the chance you take as a fan, man. You gotta be patient.
Absolutely, 100%.
And let me put this out here. If I could be patient with Georgia Tech, y'all asses damn sure can be patient.
That's a fact. Man, I appreciate
the
airtime, man. Y'all boys have a good one, man.
You said what?
That's a whole other addiction. You need to seek help in a doctor.
What are you talking about?
Oh no, that's right. If I want my taxes done right, I go to Georgia Tech. I'm good. Remember that. If I want some homework done, I go to Georgia Tech. I'm good. All right, man. We got another.
All right, y'all have a good one, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right,
man. Take it easy, man. All right. Okay, we got Hambino. Look like you muted yourself, man. What's going on, homie?
Yo, y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What's up, man? What's going on? Yes. What's going on, homie? What you got for us?
I got not much, man. I got a couple questions, man. So, whoever started out talking about the Mariota, that man got 2 years on his team. He wants to see the playoffs with the Falcons. So, I don't know about that trust Mariota thing. And I want to know, what's the difference between be patient and a rebuild?
We gonna suck. We gonna goddamn suck. We gonna fucking suck. That's the damn difference. That's the same thing. We gonna suck. But you gonna suck when you be patient.
Let me say it like this. No, let me tell you like this. You have to look at the circumstance on what is going on in the NFL right now. Yes, this team might not be the greatest on paper. The NFC doesn't look great right now. So that 7-win team that you see that could possibly be the Falcons, you don't know. It could be 7 or 8 wins, could take them to the playoffs. But my question for you would be,
I'm glad you said it.
Well, go ahead. What are you about to say?
Go ahead.
No, you said you was about to say something?
I was just going to say, because that's another thing. That's another thing I wanted to bring up. We won 7 games. Dude, so the first thing I'm going to ask is how many games y'all think we're going to win this year? Based off his roster, the whole NFL, like a good percentage.
It'll probably be the same, about 7, maybe 8. It just depends on how the chips fall.
Okay, so like you said, our roster got.
Because if you actually look at last year's rosters, if you look at last year's roster compared to this roster, it's slightly better only because you have more proven guys that you're putting on defense than what we had last year.
Yeah, the most important position, the quarterback.
I don't think the quarterback is the most important. It's not the most important position.
You don't?
Quarterback is not the most important position.
I've seen terrible quarterbacks.
Terry Collins went to the Super Bowl with the Giants. Quarterback is not the most important position.
It's not the most
Well, I ain't
important.
gonna say what's the most important position in that. We're not gonna deny Matt Ryan not a totally different predator than Mariota. Matt Ryan and Mariota are in two different worlds. So whether that's the most important position or not, our roster is totally different.
Can I address that?
Fact. We lost our best linebacker also. Two of our best defensive players regressed.
No, we didn't. We didn't lose our best linebacker.
I mean,
what best linebacker?
Hold on. Let him talk, Sam. Let him talk.
I love Lacombe.
You said Lil Comp. Well, I'm about to say, I want you to go ahead and explain why do you. I want you to kind of explain that take right there, and see why we say that.
Yeah, I mean it's just me saying. I mean, Foye did his thing last year. A lot of people say Deion regrets. It ain't just the fans. It's like people who be watching tape too. So I don't know who could be the best linebacker if it ain't them two.
Cause from what I saw last year, like I said, you can say, yeah, you've seen some of the shoulder tackles that he missed, but it seemed like I said, that's kind of like where the prerequisite on where his quote unquote decline has been going. But if you actually pay close attention to it, especially if you're looking at from last year, you do realize that Deion was playing a position he wasn't supposed to be playing in the first place, which was the thumper role. He played the thumper role because if you look at how the DMP's defense is, you can have two linebackers have over 100 tackles, but you got to have that one guy that's going to sacrifice his numbers for the other guy to shine. Because if you notice with Deion played closer to the line of scrimmage than Foye did. So I can't say that Foye was the better of the two linebackers. Can we just say that both of them are a tandem that needed to be together? It's just like New Edition, for example. You got Bill Bibb, Ricky. All right, my man. Go ahead. What you about to say on that?
Nah, I agree with that though, but. Yeah. As far as, I mean, it's a toss-up whoever the best linebacker is. Foye just had a lot of splash plays, like the fumble recoveries, the pick, and he led the team in tackles. And I mean, it's just this shit like that.
One question. I'm glad. I got. I don't start this off Sam. Hold on. I got one question.
We don't have really no more too. We got much practice squad receivers and no O-line still.
Hey, but you got a mobile quarterback. From what I've heard last year, all you needed was a mobile quarterback, and the offensive line ain't worth a damn. That's what I heard.
That might be it, man. That's what I said. DJ Stroud, y'all talking about waiting on another man. I don't worship no. And it's crazy. I'm a Bama fan. That's the reason why I said Bryce Young and CJ.
Oh no way! You're an Alabama fan. No way.
Okay.
You like champions, don't you?
Alabama Falcons.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Where should the Falcons go from now? Like what like if you had your way, what should the Falcons do?
You already know the answer to that question.
It's crazy because our front office so fucked up. Nobody will have their way. Like you said, they don't know what the fuck going on.
Let's play Madden. We ain't in reality. We're playing Madden right now. Let's play Madden. This ain't reality, okay? We're playing Madden. If you had your way.
If I had my way, shit, we get a tank, we get a good quarterback, and they go from there. Build them picks up.
Don't try to get started on words now. You don't get started on words because you were typing up a storm now, Tweety Bird. Come on. Who is the quarterback you want? Who's the player that we want?
We want CJ Stroud or Bryce Young. Either or.
Okay, that's okay for you to say that. You ain't got to hold back nothing, bro. We not gonna judge
But
you.
the thing is, it ain't even about worshiping the man. It's about what's the best plan for the Atlanta Falcons. It ain't about worshiping.
How do we know that CJ Stroud?
Right.
With that being said, the way the team is constructed, how do you know that they are what's best for this team?
I got a
because
better
they
question.
are definitely going to be the best in the draft next year.
Hold up. One second. Have we not seen teams?
Yeah.
Well, let me lay this down, because we literally just saw with the quarterback Cincinnati and Joe Burrow, they had a horrible record. And when they end up drafting a wide receiver, magically they made some moves here and there to improve the offensive line, improve the offense itself, the defense. They became a better team. So it wasn't just because they drafted a quarterback.
Right. Nah, it wasn't. But notice how the turnaround after the quarterback, that this is second year. Like you ain't getting no type of turnaround like that without drafting the generational quarterback, you know.
But let me ask you something.
With Joe Burrow.
But let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. Was Joe Mixon on that team when they was 4-12?
Yeah, he was.
Joe Mixon is one of the top
but you know who wasn't on that team? But you know who wasn't on that team? Trey Henderson, Jamar Chase. How many sacks that Trey Henderson dude from the Saints? He came from the Saints. How many sacks he had? Like 16.
Do you understand what you're saying?
Come on, they had some good picks.
But do you realize what you just said though? Do you realize what you just said though?
What you just saying?
Because
you got to rebuild through draft capital, free agents. It ain't just we ain't finna make the playoffs. Like all these fans out there think we just finna just like be happy and just hope for the best. That ain't finna happen. That's what I'm saying. Everybody around us got better, and we got worse. Like, and we won 7 games by a miracle. Like I don't know. I'm just realistic.
Hold on. I gotta ask one thing. Okay, you said the moves they made a free agent. We talking about Trey Hendrickson. Was it Awuzie, the corner from the Cowboys? BJ Hill. What did they do in free agency?
And I think Eli Apple too.
What did they do in free agency? What did they do in free agency?
That about it, I think.
No, I'm about to say, what was the premise of Cincinnati's building in free agency? That's the question I'm asking.
The build around Burrow for sure.
They didn't build around Burrow. I'm talking about free agency. I'm not talking, because you have to remember before Jamar Chase got there, they already had playmakers on offense.
Yeah, it had
what they did in free.
They had
Higgins, Boyd. Hell, they had Tate, who we just picked up.
Was already there. T. Higgins was already there. You still had Joe Mixon. You still had their O-line. Let's say their O-line is still not that good, but they still went and drafted the dude from Georgia. So, I mean, they had built the team. Like, you can say, okay, they put it around Joe Burrow, but they built that team over the years in the draft. Like, if you look at their draft classes these last 3-4 years, they built up to get Joe Burrow. They were bad at garbage. Andy Dalton was literally Andy Dalton. Like, he was
it's
good.
Crazy, that's my point, though. That's my point. Like, it's going to be a lot of tanking, and it's crazy. Ken Pont now and me on the same page. Like, y'all can't tell he's going to be on some tanking shit. Y'all can't name any of the colleges that any of our wide receivers went to. No cap. Y'all can't name colleges that any of our starting receivers went to. Like, this dude.
You talking about Tate went to Florida? Tate went to Florida State. OZ went to Virginia. Got another one.
Iowa, the University of Iowa. We can keep going on and on.
See, but here,
casual fans can name it. The casual fans
but
can name. Like we don't got
Hell, let's be honest. The casual fan don't even know the nuances of the game.
But we're not building for the fan base. You're building for your team. You're not building for a casual fan. You're building for football people.
Okay. Is that so? I'm saying, is that product? So y'all saying that won't get y'all to the playoffs this year, but y'all can build off Mariota, Cordero Patterson, and Kyle Pitts. I obviously think you can build off that, but I'm just saying the core of Mariota and a bunch of rink-dink free agents. Y'all think we can build off that?
Okay, I got a question.
Go ahead, Sam.
I got a question. We doing all this quarterback talk.
Uh-huh.
What is the quarterback gonna do to undo 2,200 yards given up on defense in the run game?
Well, I got a real
What
good
is drafting
question,
quarterback?
There's nothing you can do in vice versa.
What is drafting the safety or quarterback
nothing. It's vice versa.
Change our run defense.
Nothing, bro. But it's vice versa. If the offense ain't scoring, defense on there 24/7.
Hold on. One second. What we not gonna do is try to belittle the team in favor of it. This is the same stuff that we go back and forth with. We go back and forth with the same nonsense.
I got a real question. Was the offense or defense better last year? Was the offense or defense better last year? Good question.
Now, you want to talk about before or after Coward 18?
No, this is a general question. All 17 games that they played, was the offense or defense better? Like come on, was the offense or defense better?
The offense was 31st. The offense was 31st in the league in total plays per game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you're gonna say the defense was better. Really and truly,
right.
You're gonna say the better side of the ball was the defense. The defense didn't give up big plays. We didn't give up long touchdowns. We got beat in the inside, but we knew we were gonna get beat. We knew we were gonna get beat on the inside. We don't have no damn D tackle. We don't have no damn nose guard. We don't have nobody that look. You had Foye and Dan Dion having to save our D line's ass. So you're gonna. That's the only thing that really made the defense look bad because everybody was gonna run the ball because they knew they got damn Anthony Rush and damn. I can't even think of that other dude's name. You got two damn guys that aren't established D tackles or established nose guards in the league. So you had Grady having to play outside because we didn't have no damn outside. We didn't have a D line, but the secondary and beyond. And this year the secondary is gonna be even better. Because, mind you, we added better pieces to the secondary. It's more competition in the secondary. You still got Isaiah Oliver, but you go out and sign like 4 or 5 cornerbacks. You went and signed 4 or 5 cornerbacks. You went and signed some safeties. You went and signed, we went and signed D linemen, but we still haven't addressed what we want to address because this draft, I'm going to say it, you're going to see a lot of fat boys come off the board for Atlanta. That's really what you're going to see. You're going to see a lot of big boys come off that board for Atlanta. You're gonna get you're gonna get your running back, people. As much as y'all want to complain about getting a running back, we'll probably get a running back this year. We're gonna have to get a receiver. But the thing is, you're gonna see these fat boys go. That's what's gonna happen. These fat boys is the stuff that's gonna make is gonna help this team grow. You're gonna have to get another guard. Well, I'm not saying you're gonna have to. I think the O-line, I don't have a problem with the O-line. I think it just takes time. That team, you got a young O-line, bro. These guys are 20. I think the youngest is he's like 25. So, like, bro, these guys are young compared to most. O-linemen go to they like 35, 36.
Baby,
these guys,
man, they still babies.
Yeah, they young. They haven't even started together but 1 year. So that takes time to learn. They have to learn each other. That training camp, we didn't have Jalen Mayfield starting at left guard in training camp. We had I can't even think of his name.
Josh Andrews.
We had Andrews starting at left guard, and then he broke his hand. So then you had to throw in Mayfield, who could have been Caleb McGarry's replacement, but because we didn't have the depth that you wanted at that position, because mind you, we got hurt. Our own line was hurt, and we didn't have money to go sign other guys that were higher quality. You had to go bring in these guys that were undrafted free agents. These guys that were maybe got 1 or 2 times on the team and had to go back and basically sign with any team that was going to give him some money. So you're not going to be able to see the progression. It's not going to like you.
Goddamn. What the hell just happened?
He probably got a call.
Probably. But yeah, let me get this $5 super chat from Tay Rush. He said, I want to watch live, but need some type of good content at AM because negative 92.9 ain't it?
We got you, bro.
We got you, homie. But yeah, like I said, the main thing we saying here is if you look at the moves that they are making, it is a rebuild. But the thing is, you want to rebuild the right way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've seen here in the last 5-6 years, you've seen guys that's being successful out here. You saw Taysom Hill successful in New Orleans. He's not a generational quarterback, but they did 1 or 2 things well. They ran the ball and they played defense. Mm-hmm. If you looked at what Cincinnati did last year, they ran the ball and they had a defense that could get those turnovers when need be. It's not about having the best defense. It's about getting the stops and the turnovers in key situations.
Yeah. I think
I just want to get one last thought for y'all kick me on up out of here, man, real quick. But I just want to basically say, man, I've been a Falcons 24, man. I've been a Falcons fan for as long as I can know, man. But I'm always be real though. But one thing I will say, a lot of Falcons fans didn't like the little Deshaun shit that was going on, but one thing you can be happy about, at least we finally got aggressive GM. Like, whether that's free agency, trades, or whatever, however he do it, we finally might be in the mix of shit, you know? So, I don't know. I'm going to be watching them, you know what I'm saying? But, I'm going to be rooting for Indy, too. Man, Ryan. But
the thing, No, I was just gonna say one thing, boys. See, the only reason why we really don't get down for the tanking mentality is because you have to remember, even though these GMs ain't got guaranteed 2 or 3 years here. Yeah. So if you want them to tank, you're basically potentially asking a man just to get fired.
Yeah, like that. It's a bad situation. It's like college football for these GMs. You know, these college football coaches, like you get maybe 2-3 years, and if you don't perform, you out the door. And it's the same thing for these GMs. And it's not even the coaches now; it's really more the GMs. Like, okay, you had 2 bad drafts, you gotta go. Like it's this that what they expect of you now. Because there's so much talent, there's a talent pool, and it's a young talent pool, and you can see it in these coaching hirings, these GM hirings. These guys ain't nothing but 35, 36, getting these big time positions, and they have so much experience. Think about the experiences they're bringing at 35. They're going to take the 35-year-old because he's younger, he's more attractive, he's the I wouldn't say he's the better pick, but because of his youth. You're going to take his youth over what people would say wisdom, which is not good. But in the way of the NFL, it's about money, man. I know y'all, we hate to say it, but it's about money. If you go and hire, let's say we went and hired Dean Pease, and people was like, why would you go get a 70-year-old defensive coordinator? Because he has wisdom. Now, if we would have went out and hired a damn DB coach from some college school, people would have been like, "Oh yeah, we would have got a young guy." That's not good for a team that's how they don't want to say rebuilding, but a team that's retooling and trying to grow. You can't go young. This is not something you had to go young with. You had to go older, especially defense wise. And then offense, okay, Arthur Smith is a younger coach. Cool. He's not one of the youngest coaches, but he's younger. But look at the experience he's had since college. He's been a grad assistant. He's been a coach at UNC. He went to Washington. He's been a coach at Washington. Been an assistant, literally just been an assistant at Washington. Went from Washington, went to Tennessee, and earned his spot as an OC. It wasn't like he just was giving it to him on a silver platter. He literally went through a whole organization just to get that spot. That takes commitment, and you can call him FedEx boy, all of that stuff. That don't matter when you show me 9 times out of 10, you're going to put that work in. And look at Terry. Terry put that work in. If you go watch Terry's, he did the Falcons did a little like mini doc on him. You go look about what his life was growing up. He played football. He played at Tulane. He didn't know he was gonna be a GM one day, but he went and put out an application to work on the media team, the same media or something, hospitality or something like that, and worked all the way from basically the bottom to the top. And you got guys that work that are GM and head coach that are proven that people love them. The Saints love him. There's a difference. Like the Saints didn't want to let him leave. He was the next GM of the Saints, and we took that from them. So we thought we're upset on the Saints. I just want to put that out there. We're upset on the Saints, but you get up. Like you gotta realize that this. If it's a process that you can't wait for, you don't wait for it. Go be a Chiefs fan. Go be a whatever fan you want to be. If you can't wait and love it, you gotta love this process. You gotta love the draft. You gotta love going to the you gotta love be having your nose in trade situations that you know you're not supposed to have your nose.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, you good, bro.
All right, man. I just want to tell y'all one thing. I'm from New Orleans and I'm the biggest Falcons fan, right? Atlanta, y'all have to do better. And I don't know why Atlanta got T.I. representing our team. T.I. ain't no Falcons fan. T.I. ain't no Falcons fan.
Boy, T.I. ain't been
Atlanta, y'all have to do better. I'm rapping more for the Falcons than Atlanta. And y'all got T.I. representing our team, man. Atlanta need to chill out with that. Talking bad about Matty Ice. How y'all allow Matty Ice to talk bad? I mean, T.I. allow T.I. to talk bad about Matty Ice. Man, Mike, man, Mike. Man, don't be putting me. I ain't got nothing to do with that damn clown. I know you got nothing to do with it, but you holding it down. You got a nice platform. You need to talk about that. It's not your fault, man. Man, Mike, I love you, bro, but you in Atlanta. You ain't talking bad about Matty Ice. What? I'll be on top of the Superdome defending Matty Ice.
Hey, look, bro. Hey, we already know T.I. ain't represented the Falcons since Michael Vick was down here.
Come on, man.
T.I.
T.I. Jermaine Dupri, Def.
When T.I. had a Falcon jersey on in his videos when Michael Vick was playing. I'll wait.
Well, you right about that.
I'll wait. I'm a Falcon fan. I ain't never seen T.I. Man, I can't believe.
Look. I seen T.I. in Saints gear more than I seen him in Falcon gear. Let's just be
man, I'm trying to tell you, T.I. had on the Saints jersey in New Orleans. Talking bad about Matty Ice. T.I. don't even know who Matty Ice is.
Hey, look, that's why his ass got booed at that damn comedy show in Brooklyn. Because they know he ain't worth shit.
But nah, fellas, all jokes aside, fellas, I think our cornerback core nice. I think we need a safety. We need a 2.0 key that's faster. It's hard.
Yeah.
We need somebody. We need somebody on the D line. We need to get our O line right, and we need Kenny Pickett. I don't know what y'all talking about. What they talking about? Malik Willis. He can have an arm on. He can be Marcus Russell all he want. I want Kenny Pickett.
Lord have mercy.
Malik Willis this. Malik Willis that. I want Kenny Pickett. Give me Matt Cole. I take Matt Cole. I take Matt Cole. But give me Kenny Pickett. That's all. He can have an arm like Jamarcus Russell all he want. Who Malik Willis played? What competition he played? I'll wait.
I can tell you.
I'll wait. That's why y'all giggling.
Hell, I don't want neither one of these quarterbacks to be honest with you. I want this to be strictly defense. Strictly.
Yeah, big brother, I wouldn't lie to you. G. We need defense bad.
Honestly,
man, oh my God. We ain't have nobody on that end. I can't.
Nah, I was just gonna say, honestly, I could truly see 3 offensive players going in this draft, and I can truly see a quarterback with either one of the second or third picks in the draft.
And I know that's unpopular, but the reason why I say it is, unless I miss something, we only got 2 quarterbacks on the roster right now, right?
Right.
So, with that being the case, if we're going to create, if they're going to create competition amongst those positions, you would need to bring in something, whether it's free agency or whether it's signing somebody after the draft. We got to bring somebody in. Position you would need to.
I'll say this, not to cut you off. I'll say this. I totally agree with you. If we could go all defense, I get a quarterback next year. I'll say this, not to cut you off. I'll say this.
Hold on. Hey, Kipper, hold on, homie. Let's get a couple of these other homies here. We got. Let's get it,
you, man. Shout out to Mad Mike and the crew. I appreciate you, but y'all need it, Mad Mike. I don't care what you got connections. Go, man. Go talk to TMZ and tell them, man. Don't ask CI no more questions. You got connections. Don't play with me like that, big brother. You got me on top of the Super. Y'all got me on top of the Superdome, defending Madden and company, and y'all got T.I. that's blowing it. Y'all know how hard it is to be a Falcons fan in New Orleans? Y'all know how hard it is to be a Falcons fan in New Orleans?
You know how hard it is to be a Falcons fan in Atlanta?
Atlanta, y'all not. No, besides y'all, Atlanta fans suck. Yeah, and y'all know it. Y'all suck. Not you, man, Mike. Yeah. Man, man, Mike, fix that for me, please.
We got you, man. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Much love. Y'all be cool, babe. I'ma get back on the live. Y'all hold on, man. Man, Mike, check T.I. Tell him.
We got you, man. Got that.
Talk to him, man. Mike.
I ain't trying to get me shot up, man. I ain't trying to take them automatic bullets.
Kenny Pickett for president, baby.
I ain't trying to know that, man. You trying to get me shot, man. Shut up, man. I ain't trying to take
Man, Mike, Kenny Pickett for president, baby.
Boy, you talking about getting? Hey, look, you talking about getting Kenny Pickett, boy? They gonna burn this city to the ground. They get Kenny Pickett.
boy.
No, we don't
Man,
need it.
I ain't gonna blow it up, but I ain't gonna blow Atlanta up because I gotta come out there and watch the games unless they play the thing. But I'll blow it up if they get Malik Willis. Oh my God. Oh my God.
All right, homie, man. You take it easy, man.
All right, man. Take it easy, fellas.
All right, you too, man. No problem. All right. Let's get it, G. Hey, this is our homie right here. What's going on, man?
Hey, somebody turn down I don't know if they got a
All right. Somebody might be watching the Hey, this is our homie right here. What's going on?
Hey, somebody
I'm about to say whoever's probably watching, I'm about to say cut the volume down on it. Oh man. We'll wait for him to come back on.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm about to say whoever's probably watching, I'm about to say cut the volume down on it.
Well, that might be me. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm about to say just mute it for a second, man.
All right, 1 second. Let me see. I got you. Hold on.
While we got that going, just mute it.
10-4. Let me see.
What's going on, man?
I got you. Can you hear me, bro?
Yes, sir.
We hear you loud and clear. What's going on, homie?
10-4.
Can you hear it?
Man, I can't call it, man. Y'all doing all right? Style, man, y'all doing all right?
Oh, man, you know what we do. You know, we do this. We do it all day, every day, man. You already know it, man. We try to be like you.
No, don't be like me, man. I want to tell y'all, man, I appreciate y'all having me on the show, man. I appreciate it, dog. Real talk, man.
Hey, no problem, man. You got anything you want to get off your chest as far as how the Falcons have been handling this offseason or on the topic we talking about?
Myself, man, I got the utmost respect for y'all, man. But I'm gonna say what a lot of fans don't say, bro. I'm gonna speak for all Falcons fans, bro. I'm tired of all the inconsistencies when it comes to our franchise, man. I'm so sick and tired of this shit of having one winning season and then 3 straight losing season and then another winning season and then 4 straight losing season. I've been saying this shit for over 25 years, man. We literally the laughing stock of the NFL right now, man. Personally, I don't give a fuck who we bring in. Just as long as who we do bring in, if they want to be here, be here. You see what I'm saying? At the same time, I'm just looking for consistency. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I'm sick of seeing the same shit each and every damn year. And like I'm with you, the hate that Matt Ryan received, even though some of his play did deserve criticism, he will go down as the greatest quarterback in our franchise history. There's no debating that. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, when you look at our franchise history, man, it's never been the model of consistency. And that's the shit that I'm speaking of. And that's what I'm realizing that a lot of Falcons fans is not putting to the forefront. It's hit, then miss, hit. I'm tired of shit, man.
Real quick. Real quick. This is just a question for everybody. Name a franchise that's been always been consistent. Just name one franchise that's always been consistent.
Outside of the New England Brady's.
They haven't even been consistent. They were laughing stock for the whole world.
Before they got Brady. So
yeah, I'm talking now. Before they got Brady, they was just all ass.
They was a laughing stock. That's what I mean. The Dallas Cowboys, they sucked too. The Patriots sucked. Philadelphia Eagles sucked.
But Mike, I get what you're saying, bro.
There's never been a consistent.
Mike Styles, but I get what you're saying.
But I'm about to say, so what do you think this team needs to do in order to get away from that inconsistency you feel? Because from what I've seen, like what kind of helps a lot of these franchises to kind of get out of that mode is defense and running the ball. See, I think where the issue comes in with the Falcons right now is because if you look at the way Smithers built this damn team, and for a lot of people that don't know who Smithers is, I'm talking about Thomas Dimitroff. He put so much emphasis on trying to recreate the greatest show on turf that he neglected the other aspects of the game as far as a GM. Now, let's look at an example. Let's look at the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills before 3 years ago didn't make the playoffs in 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
What did they do? They started building on the defense. They started building a more physical mentality. Hell, we could look at the Saints. Before 2016, the Saints basically was in the same boat as us where they was making the playoffs 1 year, missing the playoffs 2 years, making it 1 year, missing it for 3 years. But the identity changed as far as defense, running the ball. See, I think where you're coming from is where you're thinking is it's more so of the style that has to change. Like I said, if you want to sustain consistency for this team, they have to go back to the fundamentals. And that's where this team has got away from for the last, I'm going to say, almost 10 years now. Because in 2008
that's
2012,
what I want to speak on right there. It's more of an identity thing. You see what I'm saying? Because, if we all watching football and we all, seeing the same thing, man, the like when shit don't go right, the scapegoat is always the coach. I go back to the Dan Quinn era. And the first player that comes to mind, I'm just giving you an example. Vic Beasley. Everybody was saying it was Dan Quinn. And I was like, no, fuck, it's not. That's Vic Beasley. Same thing with Dante Fowler, sorry, and I'm going to say it right here on live. Dante Fowler was honest. That I don't know what nobody you know what I'm saying? He had one double-digit sack season. That's when he was.
Hold on, you said it was Big Beasley and wasn't Dan Quinn? I just want to just repeat.
That's what he said.
How do you go from it's
no. I just answered that question. I ain't got nothing else to say. Just say, did you say Dan Quinn?
Hold on, Mike. No. That was Vic Beasley. The same system that Dan Quinn had established when he first got to Atlanta. How you go from 16.5 sacks to 5 and 5 back-to-back years?
So hold on again. You said it was Vic Beasley and not Dan Quinn.
Yes, that was Vic Beasley.
Okay, all right.
Vic Beasley.
Cool.
So coaching had nothing to do with it.
No, let him talk. Let him talk. Let him talk.
People want to put the emphasis on Dan Quinn. No, people want to put the emphasis on Dan Quinn. When Vic Beasley when he led the league in sacks, did he went to the Super Bowl? What system was established? Dan Quinn, right?
That really wasn't a consistent system.
Scheme. So you tell me that Dan Quinn scheme with Vic Beasley led the league in sacks in 2016.
That was a completely different system.
The following year, 5 sacks under the same scheme, but people blame Dan Quinn for Vic Beasley's downfall.
They moved his position though. They changed his position from that year.
Yeah, it wasn't the same scheme.
Can I say something about the Vic Beasley
issue? Go ahead.
Vic Beasley, I think the difference was with Vic Beasley in 16 was with the 16 sacks was he was and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong.
That's what I will say. I think we fucked up when we got with it. Nobody talks about this either. That's what I'm noticing too. Nobody is talking about when we let go of Marquand Manuel. That's the last time we had a top 10 defense. A lot of people forget about that.
But wait a minute. Let me finish on the Vic Beasley. What I'm saying is that Vic Beasley was in the 3-point stance playing the DN. I think the other years they was trying to make him an outside, the 2-point stance outside linebacker, and it didn't work for him in those other years. So I think that's the reason why his sacks dropped off that it did from the years after that 16 that season 16 sacks.
They also had inspired quarterbacks and doing a lot of different special things on the defense. He didn't really just rush.
I still put on Big Beasley because Big Beasley
he didn't cover anybody.
If you get a hand on Big Beasley and come off his limit, all you had to do was spit on him and he would stop.
Hold on. Let me say something right. If that was the case, what the fuck everybody else's issue was? If Vic Beasley sucked, what the fuck everybody else? Because to Keenan McCardell or whatever the hell his name is, he wasn't very good either.
We literally
When I'm talking about like
man, Mike, let me ask you something.
When the last time we had a legit pass rush that you put that quarterback?
Hold on. One second. We got one at a time.
John Abraham was the last pass rush that defense, that offense feared. That was the last legit pass rush we had. Thomas Dimitrov paid Dante Fowler elite pass rush money. What did he get him?
No, that was actually Dan Quinn's guy. That wasn't Thomas Dimitrov.
But the point I'm trying to make is, who is the last legit pass on our defense that we had besides John Abraham?
Me.
Okay. I put it like this. If it was Vic Beasley's fault, that means it was Pat McKinley's fault. That means it was where we got
the last 5 or 6 years we had been 28th, 29th, 27th, 30th in sacks.
But
I think that's because we ain't never really had nobody in the middle though. Like the guys on the edge, they got to have some pressure to the middle to help them get those sacks on the outside.
But if you got to see blitzes just to get pressure on the quarterback, I'm like, come on, man. I mean, let's just be honest with it.
And like I said, that goes not only just with Vic Beasley. You got to talk about the whole defensive line in itself, because even with the lack of sacks, you still giving up almost 100. They've been giving up like almost 120 yards average the last 4 years on the ground. So that's not just pass rush.
think about the
Hey, how y'all doing?
Super Bowl when we had a great overall defense. That was last time we had a great overall defense. And we still
I just in the wrong situation, man. If you can't generate a pass rush with your front foot and you got to rely on your blitz scheme to get home or create some kind of pressure, that's a problem in my book. And I've seen this shit too many times. And y'all know it's true too. We ain't gonna sit there and wrong. It's Atlanta, man. It's Falcons. We've been seeing this shit over and over and over again. I'm just saying that nobody else ain't gonna play.
All I'm hearing is coaching don't matter.
How doing, fella?
You know, I come from that era, man. Offense win game, defense win 7-2. I come from that era. I mean, it starts on the defensive side of the football, in my opinion.
And well, if that's the case, then your gripe should be with the GM that set all that up. When you get the 27 ranked defense dragged to a Super Bowl by Matt Ryan.
Say that again.
I mean, when
I don't know. We got some win. I don't know who it's coming from, but we're getting a lot of win right now. I can barely hear what we're saying. Don't know who it is. So make sure y'all just check.
But I hear what you're saying. But we had an all-world offense led by Kyle Shanahan and MVP Matt Ryan. Our offense carried us to that Super Bowl. But when we talk about the Super Bowl, let's just be real. When New England made that run and we needed that stop, who let us down? That defense. Let's just be real.
And why was that? What did they do in the second half? What did they do in the second half that they did in the first?
They was playing.
That's taken it away. That Ryan had a no cash shape when New England started making that run. And then Quinn wanted to throw. That Ryan had a hook cash shape.
Hold on. What happened in the first half that didn't happen in the second half?
They was running the football, playing both sides of the ball, offense and defense. We was getting stops and running the football and taking the time off the clock.
See, you throwing everything in there except for what I'm asking. We got to Tom Brady 4.5 times in the first half because we blitzed damn near every play. We kept his ass off balance. We blitzed twice in the second half, and his ass got comfortable.
Yeah, Ricardo Ellis said everybody relaxed in the locker room. They were celebrating already.
But they were playing man defense in the beginning, and they start playing that cover 3 zone towards the end. And you start seeing those types of passes and stuff going on. That's why Tom Brady got it. Because they was
Okay. You said I'm throwing everything in the sun and everything in the second half, right? We was up 21-3 in the first half. We scored 1 touchdown in that second half. But what did we do? What we start shying away from? Run the football, play action, and getting them off balance. But when we get in the second half, hold on, bro. Pass. The defense. Bill Belichick is one of the ghosts in the NFL. I'm not playing that first half. We were straight up man defense. You think a great coach like Bill Belichick ain't gonna recognize that shit? The second half, 3 and out. We had a couple first down, but it was 3 and out. When your defense is constantly on the field, what the defense gonna do? They're gonna get gassed. Like,
I don't understand what your gripe. I don't understand what you're trying to say. What?
Coaching don't matter.
What?
Coaching don't matter.
What's the point? Hold on, Sam. Hold on. What's the point? Because all I hear is everybody's fault.
No, the thing, look, bro. Like, let me say, man. I just come in. What I'm saying is, bro, is like I'm just tired of the inconsistency when it comes to our franchise, man. I'm tired of having 1 or 2 winning seasons and then back-to-back losing seasons. And I'm just tired of that shit. You see what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure everybody is.
Let me say this for you real quick, though. I had a live. I don't know if you saw it last night, but at the end of the day, nobody cares. Yeah. They don't care. We don't.
Yeah, my brother. Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll just check, make sure.
Yeah. I'm about to say we might have to start kind of closing this thing down because I don't know this thing. I think StreamYard is hating on this conversation right now.
No, Mike. Y'all know I got so much love and admiration for y'all. Man, I think what's name? Sam, it's all love, my brother, man. You know what I'm saying? You had your point, your point taken, and I had mine, man. It's an open discussion, man. It's all love, brother. It's all love, man.
That's all what it's about, man. It's all about having a discussion, man. Because, like I said, everybody's not going to agree on everything. A lot of people might have different takes. But it's all about being man enough to listen to somebody taking their own perspective about it. Yeah, so we see what you're saying. We see what you're saying on it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's a whole bunch of different factors that played in it as well. Like you said, Vic was inconsistent on the sacks too, but then you also have to look at it. Once all the leaders left, that's when you started really seeing the defense go down. Like I said, when the Jonathan Babineau was gone, Dwight Freeney, like I said, Courtney Upshaw, all these guys was gone.
Yeah.
Then you start bringing in Tat McKinley and Derek Shelby and Alan Bailey and all this hot guys.
What was that defensive tackle we had? Sola. What the fuck is that? So I'm like,
so it ended up going down. See, I think where the issue came in with what messed up that run after the Super Bowl was two things that happened. You let go of Dontari Poe. That was the number one thing you did that fucked up a lot of stuff for that defense. And two, you drafted Calvin Ridley when you didn't need him.
And you forgot number 3.
And I'm gonna let you graciously tell us number 3, big OG Sam.
Number 3, we weren't prepared for Matt LaFleur to get out of town with Shanahan. We weren't prepared for that. We had no backup plan. He should have been our head coach.
That I will agree with the homie Samuel on that one. I agree.
Yeah,
with that.
At least offensive coordinator, right? I mean, Sharp didn't do a bad job. He didn't do a bad job, but like I said, I think what you talk about, it just everything just tied back to defensive woes. Like you have to remember, the last 3 years we was hysterically one of the worst defenses in NFL history. The last 3 or 4 years, and that plays a whole lot into that. But we gotta hold on. Let me see.
What Stephen they say? Matt LaFleur. What do you say?
Matt LaFleur. All right. So Alex, Reggie, what's going on? I want y'all to go ahead and get y'all a couple minute takes in before we start closing this off.
Hey, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, man. What's going on, homie?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
Hey, I'm literally just getting off work. I ain't know what y'all was talking about, so I'm just getting in the car. I had to just say this. I had to get this off my chest because this shit pissing me off. If Lord have mercy, if they end up drafting Malik Willis, all hell gonna break loose. They think I'm playing. I don't know if anybody in the chat agree with me, but the whole state of Atlanta, who is a Falcon fan, don't know who Malik Willis is. They just know he a black quarterback.
There you go.
When I didn't even know Liberty was a school. I thought he meant the Statue of Liberty. I didn't know Liberty was. I didn't even know Liberty was a school.
And liberty and justice for all.
Right.
Man, I do believe that we need to somewhere, whether it's a free agency or something, address the quarterback because right now we ain't got but 2 quarterbacks on the roster, and we have to create competition. I mean, that's what.
But I understand that, but you don't go early in the draft for the first round, and we got the 8 pick. We we got deep holes on the defense and offense. You don't go deep in that draft to go QB, especially with this QB draft. You can't tell me anybody in this QB draft that say, okay, he a franchise quarterback. I can't.
Honestly, you can't really tell that in any draft, though. I mean, I'm one of those. I agree. I don't think we should be taking a quarterback that early, but I think somewhere, whether it's signing like we did Felipe Frank or somewhere, we need to pick up somebody. That's what I think. I don't think it need to be no Kenny Pickett and those guys are probably going in the top 10 picks, and we don't need to do that. That's for sure.
They're gonna burn this bitch down if they get Kenny.
Let me. I gotta say something real quick because y'all gonna hear me ranting again real soon. We gotta stop the finger point. We gotta stop. I literally just had a whole live about this same fucking bullshit again.
Yep.
Excuse me, okay? But I gotta interrupt. I have to interject. Stop fucking crying. It's over. It's done. It's never coming back. We're never gonna see Super Bowl again. 51? We ain't gonna see that shit. Unless we magically build a goddamn time machine, we can't get that back.
Man, Mike, they trying to relive the Michael Vick day. That's why they looking into it.
Like, we gotta stop it. It's done. It's over. Michael Vick was one of the most influential players in the history of the game. All right, but he's not God. Matt Ryan's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. But guess what? He's done. It's over with. We gotta stop living in the past. All right, and stop trying to blame. Well, it's Vic Beasley's fault. It's Dan Quinn. Look. At the end of the day, shit just didn't work out. Things happen. It did not work out. That does not mean that the Falcons, and like I said before, there's very few. And I hear people say, Pittsburgh is one of the most consistent. Pittsburgh has not always been consistent.
Who the hell said
you guys? We complain. We complain about 7-9 and us going 9-7, and that's not good enough. Guess what? Pittsburgh has been doing the same thing. 49ers went through a period where they absolutely sucked. Okay, so if in the history of the game, there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. So that the Falcons are no better than any other franchise that in football. Well, we're not better. This is not a video game. We can't just say, all right, I'm tired of losing. I just want better. Guess what? That's a part of the game. Whether you like it or not, it's a part of the game. We got to stop all this crying. Look, I understand that people, like I said, I understand that people get upset. But it got to stop, bro. We're not getting that back. So the best we can do as fans, and nobody understands this more than K Styles. He's a goddamn Georgia Tech fan. He saw him win a championship.
I just want to make sure everybody knows that K Styles is a Georgia Tech fan. I just want y'all to know that.
They suck. They sucked for 10 years. You don't see him making videos cursing out everybody. We gotta stop, people. We sound like little damn babies.
Let me tell y'all. And with Georgia Tech, there's 12 of us in the state of Georgia. So just letting y'all know.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think okay, if you're a Georgia fan, right? Y'all remember the year. Well, y'all remember Mark Richt. If you're a Georgia fan, you remember the Mark Richt year where we got to the pinnacle, we kept losing. Everybody was like, man, we got to get rid of Mark Richt. Got rid of Mark Richt, got Kirby. Kirby took us to the pinnacle in 2016. Everybody was like, okay, so you had faith in him, right? What? Okay, so we go to the playoffs next year. Is that going to give y'all faith in Arthur Smith? If we go to the playoffs next, this is a question for everybody. This is the chat and for y'all. If Arthur Smith takes us to the playoffs next year, as much because I've had people tell us we aren't going to win a game next year because we have the hardest schedule in the NFL. We got to go to Cincinnati. I think we got to go to LA. We got to go to all these teams and all of this and that. And people are telling me we might win 2 games. If we go out and win, we go out and win maybe 10 and we make the playoffs. Is that going to suffice every Falcons fan that Arthur Smith is a good coach? That's what I want to ask y'all, because y'all did the same thing with Kirby. Y'all did Kirby like that, and still people still don't want to trust Kirby. And people that we go with Kirby where he had 5 years. It took him 5 years. Okay. We won a national championship. Now everybody wants
one quick thing. You pick it up. It's gonna go right into what you're saying. All right. Everybody know how much I hate that little short midget. I can't stand his ass at quarterback. But guess what? And I'm talking about Stetson Bennett. I can't stand that little son of a gun. But guess what? I shut my damn mouth after what? We get to the championship. Sometimes you just gotta shut your mouth and be a fan.
Yeah, that's true.
Really?
That's true.
I'm not Stetson. I'm not Stetson Bennett's biggest fan. Y'all know if you watch my show, I'm not Stetson's biggest fan. I like Stetson. I like Stetson as a person. I like his little quirky white behavior he has, but I'm not a Stetson football fan. Nowhere near that. He reminds me of somebody that should be on like a How High movie or something. But like he's just funny. So like I mean, for you you gotta have faith, and you just gotta have faith in these coaches. Because I swore I wanted Kirby fired. As soon as he started Stinson, I wanted Kirby fired. I wanted Kirby gone. I said you were an idiot. And when he won the national championship, I went back on my word. I said, I'm sorry. I apologize to Stinson and I apologize to Kirby. I said, I doubted y'all. I didn't never doubted my defense, but I doubted those two. And I had to go back and tell them I'm sorry. Now, what is it going to take y'all? Don't let it get to the point where Arthur Smith wins or Terry Fontenot wins and we go win. For y'all to be like, damn, I'm sorry about what I said to y'all 2 years ago. Or what I said to y'all 3 years ago, however long it takes to start winning. Even if we just start winning next year, I don't want you to have to go back and be like, well, yeah, I'm sorry what I said about you in the offseason. Because now you can't, it's your word. You done already said you think this person sucks. You said this. There's people, y'all have come out and said Arthur Smith. You have people saying Arthur Smith need to get fired last year. You can't do that. Man, it's a time now where I need y'all to really sit down and have a self-reflecting, and maybe y'all are just depressed as a fan base, because that's what it seems like for half these Falcons fans. Y'all have y'all like to hold on and cling to the bad stuff. You don't never want to cling to the good stuff. You don't want to cling to us winning 7 games last year and actually looking like a cohesive team for a little bit of time. You don't want to hang on to the okay, we lost Matt, but let's hang on. Let's get back to Marcus Mariota. Let's talk about Casey Hayward. Let's talk about these wide receivers that all run 4.2s and 4.3s that we just signed, that are big possession receivers. Let's talk about that. But you rather talk about these bad times that are happening. You want to keep talking about the Super Bowl. You want to keep talking about us losing games. You want to keep talking about losing seasons. That comes with football. If you are a Jackson, if you even think about being a Jacksonville fan, you know we gonna lose. You don't go. They don't even go into games expecting to win. Mm-hmm. So what are you expecting? Like, imagine being a Cleveland Browns fan before they even went to the playoffs year before last. What were they? They were 0-16 2 years before. But look what they did. And this goes to rebuilding a team. They went and built a team, and then they went and got Baker Mayfield. As many quarterbacks they did draft before, they still went and got Baker to build. He at least got them to the playoff. He at least got them to win. I'm not saying y'all want Matt Ryan. Y'all want the next Matt Ryan to walk into the door and smile and wave and tell you, I'm trying to be Matt. You're not going to get that with this draft class. You're not going to get it with next draft class. You're not going to get it in 2024. And you definitely, by 2025, you might as well get that out your head. Because these next quarterback classes, and if you really want to go look, if you're a college football fan, you want to go look in depth in them, none of these guys are Matt Ryan. None of these guys played nothing close to Matt Ryan. Unless you go get a D2 player that's playing in a pro-style offense. You're not going to go find these D1 athletes because most of them run RPO, or they're going to run an offense that Arthur Smith is going to develop. That's what we have to look at. These guys are going to get even in the NFL. If you watch this draft Malik Willis, you're gonna have to teach him how to throw over the middle. You're gonna teach him how to run an RPO system a lot more efficiently in the NFL than you would if you can do it in college. Same thing with Desmond Ridder. Same thing with Matt Corral. Same thing with Kenny Pickett. These guys don't run pro football styles no more, guys. These guys run RPOs and they run quick option offenses. That's college football. Why you think college football is so exciting? Because you don't know what play is going to be the next big play. That's literally what college football is. That's what makes people love college football. It's not the NFL is different. The NFL is a man's game. It is a strength game. You have to develop. We didn't develop these guys with Thomas Minstrel. So we don't have a team set that was built on solid ground. We weren't built on a rock. It goes to the Bible. You can't build your house on sand because it's gonna fall. You got to build your sand on rock. We don't have no rock. We gotta build. We basically are. We just now building a rock. We just now on the rock. We ain't even built the base floor yet. It's more times we gotta. It takes time to build, and it's in this time. It might not be us building. We might just go get somebody in free agency. We might just go look. We went and got Casey Hayward, and this is be honest. How many people sat there and thought we were gonna get Casey Hayward? How many people thought we were gonna go get these wide receivers? We knew we needed them, but you didn't know who we were gonna go get. The Deshaun Watson thing came out. Y'all were like, "Oh, where'd this come from?" Because we haven't, like the guy said, we have an aggressive GM now. We have somebody that's gonna make these trades. You have somebody that's gonna want to go get these stars or go get somebody that he thinks is gonna improve this team. And that goes with Arthur. They had to be hand in hand. Arthur is the muscle. As much as we y'all, it's so funny. Arthur Smith is the muscle of this franchise right now. As much as y'all want to call him a fake tough guy or fake this and that. No, Arthur Smith is really the guy. If you watch the press conferences with him and Terry, he will cut Terry off to answer these guys because he knows how they try to set you up. He been doing it for years. And that's the thing. You guys, we have to be positive. It is a positivity thing right now. You can't be all in the dump. That's why I said some of y'all just depressed about your own lives. It's not about football at this point. It's something in your own life that's making you depressed. Because it's 9 times out of 10, you don't have this hurt against a team over 25. I've been a Falcons fan 25 years, I've been a Falcons fan 40 years. Bro, I'm 20. Y'all been Falcons fans before I was born. And I hold no grudge against this team no matter what happens. Was I sad Matt Ryan got traded? Yes, he's been my quarterback since I was 6. I had no emotion to Thomas getting fired, had no emotion to Dan Quinn, no emotion to Mike Smith. Because I was like, on to the next. That's the mindset you have to have with this. Because look, you can't. Money don't stop. The one thing that don't stop is your life and your money. That's not gonna stop till you die. The only thing that's gonna stop till you die. So look, that's what you got. We have to realize this team is set to actually be good. As much as everybody wants to say we're going to be a bad team. The only thing that, like we all said this, like I'm gonna say it again, your offensive line is going to be better this year. No matter if we draft them, no matter if we keep the same line, no matter what we do, your offensive line will be better this year because it'll be their second year playing together. Your wide receiving core, you gonna get these guys. These guys are fast, so you gonna have a lot of screen plays. You're gonna have a lot of slants. You're gonna have a lot of play, not a lot of long development plays. And what does that do for Marcus Mariota, who everybody loves to say, as much as we want to say he's not the next quarterback, Marcus Mariota can come out here and play like he's at Oregon again. Let's think about that. He can go back to being a Heisman. He can go back to Heisman level Marcus Mariota. And he might not even be hurt because he hasn't been playing ever since. He hasn't played 16 games in 2 seasons. He hasn't played 16 and 17. He hasn't played that many games. He got in garbage time with the Raiders. And he got benched in Tennessee. So he's a fresh body. If you really want to be honest, he hasn't played. It was the same thing with Rosen last year. These guys haven't played. They're fresh bodies, and Mariota is a fresh is what you want. Y'all wanted a mobile quarterback. Y'all got a mobile quarterback. Y'all didn't. Y'all gonna be like I said. You probably gonna get a running back since you want your franchise running back. You can get your franchise running back this year. You're gonna get the stuff you want, and what it does for us is just make you happy. Smile about the team, man. Do something like go wear your Falcon stuff outside. Go do something. That's all it has to be.
Let's get our we're gonna get our last everybody get their last takes, and we're gonna start with Big Sir.
Big Scissor.
As a person who's probably seen the most and the worst of this franchise, having been a fan since '78, if I'm walking around with all my faculties and ain't killed nobody, then the rest of y'all. I lived through the Rankin Smith era. I lived through Chris Miller being our quarterback, married to Rankin Smith's daughter.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God.
Okay. So, when people want to make all these complaints about the quarterback position, you ain't seen bad until you seen Chris Miller play. You ain't seen bad until you seen Bobby Hebert in a Falcon uniform. You ain't seen bad. Okay? You ain't seen bad. A lot of you folks do all this complaining became fans when Michael Vick got him. Let that sink in. All right. Now, with all this quarterback talk, I just want to ask one question. What does the number 2,200 yards given up on the ground mean to anybody? All these conversations and all these posts and all these fake content creators out here talking about quarterback. We gave up damn near 2,400 yards last season on the ground. Our conversation should be about nothing but defense.
You said defense.
Exactly.
Now, moving this to the aspect of coaching, people got to stop looking at this team through Jim Mora, Mike Smith, Dan Quinn eyes. We have never had an accountable and intelligent front office till now. Okay, people are mad at Arthur Smith's play calling because it's deemed non-exciting. Well, newsflash, ladies and gentlemen, football ain't pretty. It ain't. You can put makeup, lipstick, eyeliner on a pig, and it's still gonna be a pig. Now I know a lot of folks that's gonna go over your head. Live a little by. You don't understand. We gotta stop thinking a mobile quarterback is gonna solve all our issues. Because as you saw last year, you could be mobile all day, but when your offensive line sucks, you're gonna be looking up at the sky most of the game.
Yep.
Arthur Smith pulled off and almost pulled off the miracle of us making the playoffs last year. Why? Smart play calling in sequence with the defense. Again, that may go over a few people's heads. Everyone has to be in tune. And this front office is in tune. If you paid attention to our moves, what that Devontae say all the time? You pay attention to what they're not doing, it tells you what we're gonna do. The running back room is set. In my opinion, it's set. We picked up a Super Bowl winning running back, and nobody's talking about it. We signed a top 10 corner in this league last year, and no one's talking about it. The writings on the wall in plain English. It's not Jap tagging. It ain't Germanese.
Jap.
Germany.
And if you haven't seen Marcus Mariota's sit down interview, then go look at it. And I think it would have changed your outlook on his perspective as far as this team and him is concerned. The man's eyes is wide open. He know what the situation is here. And quite frankly, the more and more I looked at and looked into, like I said the other day, with all of everything, all the adversity that Mariota has been through, you want that in your locker room. You want that because that turns a person into a teacher. That turns a person into self-reflecting and understand what's really going on. So to have the attitude, well, hell, what good is he? Well, how would you know? How would you know? By your mindset, by your outlook. Hell, you've already watched them out to the practice squad. I mean, but like I've been saying all week, why y'all mad? Why y'all so quiet? You got your wish. There is a mobile quarterback here. There is. Because that's all we heard all last year. Get a mobile quarterback to the Super Bowl. Never mind 2,300 yards on the ground giving up. Never mind not being able to get off the field on third down. Never mind all our defensive woes. A mobile quarterback will send us to the Super Bowl. We got a mobile quarterback. Why y'all not happy? Why y'all ain't celebrating? Just celebrated at the Blue Flame. Why y'all ain't celebrating? That's it.
Alex, you want to get your take, your last take?
Yep. So honestly, I don't really have too much to say. I mean, Sam, OG Sam is definitely right. The 22,000 yards on the run, that stat is, it definitely shows on film. It does. But I do think that for the people asking questions, the people that may have hot takes, the people that are uncertain about us being better or where we go from here, I think the film gives you a lot of answers about what you have questions about, what you want and things of that nature. Like, for example, Marcus Mariota in the AFC Championship game when they played the Chiefs. I don't think anyone talks about that when mentioning up Marcus Mariota, which he had a really, really, really good game, which no one talks about, which I think is quite interesting. But they like to bring up the fact that he got benched, and I don't think that he's a pocket quarterback. When in fact, I think he's actually quite better than a lot of QBs that failed when having injuries with their legs. So honestly, I think that film gives you a lot of answers, as OG Sam said about Damian Williams being a very good third down back and a guy who can thrive in not only zone systems but power systems as well. You also have Casey Hayward, who, if I'm not mistaken, went to the Pro Bowl quite a few times and was regarded as one of the top 10 cornerbacks without a doubt, not too long ago. So we have people on the team that are good. There's no we're not just sitting there watching ducks stand by. We have players, but at the same time, I believe film answers a lot of your questions, and you just have to understand the game and watch enough film to to know what you're getting at when you talk about the Falcons. That's all I have to say.
Great points.
Great point. Great point.
Y'all still being negative. I promise you, we gotta be depressed, bro. Y'all gotta be depressed. You just gotta like it. It's at a point, like I said.
I'm sorry, I'm old, damn it.
No, I'm saying, yeah, you old, man. I mean, shit. Yeah, you old. I can't blame you on that one. Like I said, I'm 20, y'all. Y'all know I'm the youngest brother out of all everybody up here. I'm the youngest. I'm the little brother to all of them. Like, and I get to hear them talk every day. First, I just want to say I thank y'all because I get to hear everything. I get to hear them talk every day. Every day we have a conversation about something, and I get to hear the wisdom from them. So if you ever want to know why I talk, how I talk, I got a little bit of all of them in me. If you ever see me act up, that's because Sam as be telling me to snap on folks. That's Sam's fault.
They just gonna throw him out up there like that.
Y'all might be trying to act cool. Y'all gonna piss him off one day. He really gonna cuss y'all out. Look, y'all gonna wait for it. He really y'all think the little stuff y'all get. Nah, it's gonna be one of y'all in the comments. And he really gonna get at y'all, and it's gonna get nasty. It's gonna get ugly.
Oh, you got this channel
they
coming.
might cancel the channel. You never know. We might get them YouTube strike. Shit gonna get ugly. I feel like y'all don't know K Styles. Y'all see the funny K Styles. Y'all have to understand the knowledge K Styles has. We always crack on him being a Georgia Tech fan, but like him, the knowledge that he has just about anything. Really, the knowledge he has on Georgia Tech surprises me. That is probably the most surprising because I've never known anybody just know Georgia Tech like he does. Like he knows all of that stuff. So that takes years of being in pain. So that is I don't know. But to think, to talk to these guys, those like my dog, like y'all, those like I talk to them every day. Like if I don't talk to them, it's probably I have to be really busy to not talk to them every day. Really and truly. Not at least get on the phone and have a conversation with them once or twice a day. Like for y'all to understand that, like we talk sports, y'all. Like we know what we talking about. Y'all can say, okay, well, if you don't feel like you want to believe what we say. And then when my thing is, well, y'all don't believe what we say, but then it happens. Y'all come in the comments like y'all was right. That's what I don't like. It's because every time it happens, y'all come back and be like, "Oh, well, y'all was right about this, or y'all was right about that." And it's because we know. And y'all know if you know the slogan and feeling, it's because it's Feeling Sports Podcast. We know the game. That's because you go Mad Mike. We know sports. Like it's just we know what we talking about.
The facts and the truth, baby.
Nothing but the facts and the truth. That's all it is. That's what we all try to give y'all. And if you don't think like, okay, you don't believe in Marcus Mariota, fine. That's on you. But don't push that on other Falcons fans. Don't push your negativity on these folks because you don't know what your word has on these other people. Y'all don't know the draw you can have on these other people if you go out here and say, well, man, I think Marcus Mariota sucks. Then somebody sees that and be like, oh, well, I guess he sucks because I trust him. You don't do that. That's the thing. That's why I always say you can't go out here and judge a book by its cover. This Falcons book, it's open. The season is open for the season, but it's still not all the way open. We might have cracked the seal, but it's not wide open. The book hasn't opened all the way up. And it's the same thing with everything that we do. Everything we talk about, we're talking from a closed book. Wait till this book opens. And then when you start reading and be like, oh, well, they was right about this. Or, oh, they was right about that. Or, oh, Mariota actually had a great season. Or, oh, Mariota goes for 30 touchdowns and maybe like 10 picks. Then you're going to be sitting there like, dang, why didn't we listen to them? Or why didn't we do this? Why didn't we do that? You can't put yourself in a scenario where you're so closed-minded. You're so not – you don't want to be happy. That's what it seems like. You not like this team is supposed to bring you joy. Sports are supposed to bring you joy. We lost the damn Super Bowl. Okay, shit, it was 2017. Shit, bro, I was 16. I'm 20. It's 4 years ago. Let it go. You crying about something that happened 4 years ago. Y'all must still be stuck on your exes. If that's the case, if you crying over something from 4 years ago. Like really, you have to move on. It's point to move on. It's a whole new regime. It's a whole different team. This is really and truly a new start.
Well, let's look. This is what I'm talking about. This is the attitude, and I love you, Triple G. Like, bro, this is stuff you can't keep lying to yourself. What? That's not being the fan. That's not being a fan. That's being a goddamn crybaby.
This
is the stuff. Stop damn crying. It's not always going to be perfect.
Life isn't perfect. Nothing's perfect.
There's gonna
look, we watched WWE.
we don't
watched
like.
wrestling for how many years, and that stuff was fake. But what you keep doing? You kept lying to yourself. Every time you watch the wrestling match, even if you knew it was fake, you kept lying to yourself to make you like it, to make you enjoy it, because you knew that man he didn't fall on that glass and it was cutting all his back up. But what did you do? You sat there and enjoyed it, you laughed and you smiled. No matter how old you are, if you can go right now and watch a WWE match and still be excited, you're lying to yourself. Because you know most of that stuff is stunts. Most of it is stuff that they practice for. And you still sit there and you still enjoy it. So if you can sit there and enjoy that, you can sit here and go through a building process and be happy about going through a building process. And you know, there's really Jacksonville fans that are really depressed, that are actually really sad because they don't think that team will ever be good. Do you want to be that person?
Have teams. This is why we have teams. Because guess what? Even great players are going to make mistakes. Okay? And excuse me real quick, but this is my closing statement. All right? I'm sorry, TJ, but I got to say this real quick. This is the reason why I love Trey Young, and I'm going to continue to build him up. Why? Because this is nothing this guy hasn't done that it just signifies greatness. Everything we're talking about from day one, this dude has come in the league and set that bitch on fire. He done broke almost every record for scoring, assists in college, in pros. And he good. Looks, he don't give a damn about nothing you guys are saying. Nothing. He don't care about nothing you saying. Everybody say he sucks. Guess what? He sit there with a smile on his face and still put up 30 on your ass. You can spit on him, and he still put 30 on your ass. Guess what? Sometimes that's exactly the way Falcons fans need to be. Sometimes we're going to get our ass blown out 63-7. It's happened before. Guess what? Mike is going to be right back in front of the TV in pain watching the same stuff. We got to stop all this whining and crying. Like every time something doesn't go our way, we want to, all right, he sucks anyway. That's the reason why you build teams around him. If the guys like, again, we're talking about Trey Young. If the guys like John Collins do their job, Kevin Herter, Hunter, we had those guys. They actually did their job. You wouldn't be worried about Trey Young, having to put up 40 or having to, close out the game for the last shot. Guess what? Yeah, because they're other teams. That's the same thing that goes for football. We don't have to worry about Mariota being perfect if we build a defense, have a running game, offensive line, and the wide receivers do their job. You don't have to worry about Mariota being perfect. We've been spoiled for Matt Ryan for years because every game we can count on Matt Ryan to get 270 yards, 2 touchdowns, maybe an interception, if that.
To dig us out.
But we can't count on nothing the defensive job. So that's the problem. It ain't Mariota that's the problem. It's the team that's the problem. We've been spoiled, rotten Falcons fans. We're never going to see that. So at this point in time, if you think any quarterback that's going to come in and be and do what Matt Ryan, you are already, I'm telling you right now, go to another team because you're never going to see it ever again. You will never see another you'll never see another a 14-year run of absolute perfection. I just keep it real. Matt Ryan been perfect for the last 14 years. This dude has done everything right. You're never gonna see that again. So
just pretty football. He played pretty football for 14 years, and we enjoyed every game of Matt Ryan's career. If you were a Falcons fan, you enjoyed every game of Matt Ryan's career. No matter how long we got beat, how bad it was, we enjoyed the game because the one thing about it, offense might not have scored, but 7 points. We getting blown by 63, but that touchdown drive was probably the prettiest drive you've been seen. That touchdown drive Matt Ryan up put together was pretty good. You already knew he was throwing the ball right. The same thing when we had Michael Turner. Well, let's think about the pieces he had. When he had pieces, he was elite. When he didn't have pieces, he was elite. Think about that. He went years. Only piece he had was 1 year. Well, I mean, he's always had, as much as y'all want to say he's had pieces. Taylor Gabriel wasn't a strong piece. Let's be honest. Taylor Gabriel was not really a strong piece. He had Julio for here 11 years. That was his most consistent wide receiver piece. He had Michael Turner, who was probably in Devontae Freeman, his consistent running back piece. But after we got rid of Devontae, he didn't have a solid running back. He didn't have a solid, he didn't have really no solid wide receivers last year. And he still gave you good performances. We're not going to get that no more. We're just not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say that. But since we're talking about basketball, this is my last point. Shout out to Dream. If you're on Twitter, go follow Renee Howard. Tell her welcome to the A, and go follow what is her name? Nia Hillman. Tell them welcome to the A. We didn't have a third round pick, but those were our two picks. They're the same height, but one plays guard and the other one plays forward. You got a really big point guard. We got a Ben. I'm not even gonna call her Ben Simmons. I'm gonna give her the big. Give me a big point, Mike. Somebody give me a big point guard. She's big. She's a big point. She can shoot. She hoops. She's a hooper. I'll give her that. And Nia Hillman they're both hoopers. So if you're not a Dream fan, be a Dream fan. Don't be bro. I just thought about that. Y'all negative about the damn Dream. It's it's women's basketball. Y'all negative about every fucking sport in this damn city. I'm finna snap. I'm not even gonna go into full detail. But look, let's just be happy. Let's be happy. We got our future, bro. She's the first round pick, man. First number one overall pick. Let's be honest. We haven't had one in 13 years. And the one we got 13 years ago was elite. So let's always remember, let's think. We got the next draft in 2 weeks, and that's this team we talking about right here. So let's get excited. We just literally did something big for the city. Let's be excited. Let's be happy. We got 2 weeks. We got a whole bunch of news y'all gonna see with visits and this person jerseys and wearing certain suits and wearing stuff and you're gonna get all these random reports from real little Twitter accounts about what they heard. But yeah, let's get ready for that. Let's have fun. It's 2 weeks away. It's literally 2 weeks away. Let's have fun. Let's be talking about something positive. Let's not go back to the past. Let's not talk about Arthur Blank. That's another show. Look, I'll say Wednesday. Look, y'all, if I'm doing a show Wednesday, I'm talking about Arthur Blank the whole show, since everybody wants to dog Arthur Blank out about how he's the damn Sith Lord and the most evil ruler on earth. And he doesn't know how to run the Falcons. So I'll talk about that Wednesday. But bro, yeah, let's get out that negative mindset. That's my whole thing. Let's not be sick. Let's not be mentally sick about a sports team. Let's not let them control your moods. If Matt got traded, you should have not went to the bathroom and cried or something. Let's have some separation between real life and sports.
All right. So I guess we'll end it.
Hold on. You ain't even let a brother get. I know I'm a Tech fan.
You been asleep or something? You ain't saying shit.
That's because TJ been talking. I gotta let him get his thing going on. What's wrong with y'all?
Tech fans gotta be quiet around Georgia fans. They ain't got a lot to talk about.
Wow, bro, you gotta get him back for that, bro. You can't let
boy,
that slide.
oh boy, hey, I'm about to say, yeah, you can enjoy that dog collar you got around your neck, man. That's all good, man.
Oh, okay, I like that one. Okay,
but this is kind of going to piggyback on what they've been talking about as far as, and me and Mike talked about this earlier. Let's be honest with you. The stuff we seeing about Debo is the same about the decline of Debo. It's the same thing we've been hearing about Matt Ryan, the same thing we've been hearing about Jake Matthews, same thing we've been hearing about Grady Jarrett, same thing we heard about Julio before he got traded. What do they all have in common? Ask everybody, what do they have in common?
Think about it for a second, yeah. Nobody know? Go ahead and tell them, Kay.
They was on that Super Bowl team. And this is one of the main reasons why a lot of people want to get rid of these guys subconsciously is because when they see them, it reminds them of 28-3.
Mm-hmm.
But this is one thing I will say, though, and I hear people talk about, and we've seen it in this chat tonight, as far as, I don't know why y'all so optimistic about this team. Y'all can't tell fans how to feel. But if you're telling us why we're so optimistic, ain't you kind of being hypocritical in what you're saying? I'm just asking. You can't tell. We can't tell you how to feel, but you can tell us how to feel. That's some fuck shit right there. But at the end of the day, we say it like this. The rebuild came. Everybody got what they wanted. People still not ready for it.
Thought you were.
Thought you was, but you wasn't ready for it.
Nothing lasts forever.
And for y'all information, and look, for y'all information, I was not asleep. I'm sitting here going through time stamping shit.
Oh boy. You know I gotta bust you. I bust you Bubby every once in a while.
Yeah, I see.
No,
please. I'm about to say, don't make me turn into my evil side on y'all asses. Don't make me do that.
We need somebody to be the cool one. I can't be the one that goes psycho. Okay, please. We need balance around here. We don't need the 28. We don't need the 26.
Two psychopaths. Y'all gonna have two psychopaths running the show. I need y'all to not let that happen. You're gonna have two maniacs on the lead. Y'all gonna be sitting here mad when they start cutting. Look, I'm telling y'all, they're scaring y'all right now. They really are, because they would really go off on y'all like how they wanted to. Y'all would be somewhere crying in a corner about how bad Mad Mike and K Styles cussed me out on their show. You'd be all in the comments complaining. You'd be down liking videos and like dog. You don't want that. I promise you don't.
Oh shit, we done went through a whole year and a half of that. Trying to get called out by a motherfucker that was trying to sell a mixtape. What kind of shit was that?
Mixtape? Who sells mixtape? Why are you selling mixtape?
How you gonna get cussed out by how you got somebody talking shit, calling themselves a real Falcon fan, but the only content they got on their motherfucking channel is how much they hate Matt Ryan?
Come on, man. Come on.
I'm just saying.
Tony hit that on the head. Tony, you put that right on the hammer. If you can pull it up, K Styles, the 71% club.
Oh yeah, Tony right, man. He been on their ass about this.
Yeah, I mean you blaming the team. You like I said, it's a sports team. It's supposed to bring you joy, but you rather just let that be your source of why you're depressed is because you're a Falcons fan. That's your source. It's because you're an Atlanta sports fan. I'm allowed to be depressed. Like no, go have a life. Like don't blame Atlanta for your life being bad. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell
can
you
I
what.
say one more thing before y'all go?
Go ahead, man.
I don't know if y'all addressed this during the show, but I want to send my condolences out to Dwayne. Dwayne's family, man. I actually went to one of his games, man. When I seen him broke that record, and his family being in the stadium, I think they was like 3 rows ahead of me. Seeing his mom and his fiance, man, but I hate to see that that he passed away so young. Had so much life ahead of him. I just want to send my condolences to him and his family. But as far as the Falcons concerned, I'm gonna say this one thing: don't fucking draft Malik Willis. On everything I love, if they go out and get this nigga from Liberty,
I love how you said this nigga from Liberty. That just made me.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's all be honest. Have you ever heard of a school named Liberty instead of a Statue of Liberty?
When I played, I graduated 2019, so I would say 2017 is when I found out about Liberty because I was recruiting. That's about the only time I heard about Liberty was because of recruiting. I ain't never known there was a school named Liberty till the recruiting process started. So I'd say 2017 is when I found out about them.
So let me ask y'all something. I don't know if y'all said this, but who do y'all have us taking with the 8th pick? Because I personally believe this first pick is gonna tell us what direction we going for the years coming while we doing this rebuild. This first pick to me is gonna tell me what direction we going. We go wide receiver, they gonna give Mariota a chance. Your defense, they gonna try to do good in the trenches. But yeah, that's all I had to say. Don't fucking draft that nigga.
But it sound like that motherfucker owe you some money or something like that.
He sounds like he owe you some money. You done made a bet with him and he ain't pay you back since damn 2015.
Exactly.
But no, I think we taking. It's gonna be an edge. It's hard to kind of key in on what we gonna do, which is fun. That's why I said it's fun. If you follow football, this is the funnest time of the year. You're 2 weeks away from the draft, and we still complaining about off-season moves that happen in March. We in April now, y'all. This is the month. This is the month we supposed to be every other show. Y'all supposed to be asking this draft question. Y'all still talking about Marcus Mariota. Like, make your mind up on what you like, bro. We got 2 weeks away. I'd rather y'all talk about the draft than talk about some shit that really isn't important right now. Really and truly. Wait. The OTA season, everything is gonna happen in the next couple of weeks, and y'all are still stuck on us signing damn Marcus Mariota or signing damn Damian Williams or signing damn blah blah blah. Why didn't we go get this part? No, it's not about that now. It's about who this kid out of college is and why we drafted him and why was he worth the pick he was worth it. And at 8. You were a top 10 pick. You were worth some. You got to be worth something at 8, the top 10. You can't get you as a first round pick in general worth something, but you top 10, you got to be worth a lot more than a lot of these guys picked at 19 and 20, and you got to have instant impact top 10. And you guys got to realize whoever we draft. Like I was telling the guys this. You got Kyle, and this is from a business standpoint. This is me thinking businessly. You got Kyle Pitts as your face right now. Like you got rid of Matt's gone. Kyle Pitts is your face right now. Kyle Pitts and Grady Jarrett. Those are your only two really marketable pieces. Whoever this number 8 pick is, that's your key market piece. Like you have your two pieces now are Kyle Pitts and him. And they gotta show you some marketing. They gotta be instant impact because you don't. I know y'all gonna hate me for this. You don't want to lose money if you're a damn owner. And this is why I believe in Arthur. This is why I say Arthur Blank. Y'all much y'all want to hate this man right now. He's being smart. He's being smart. He knew it 14 years and we ain't win a ring. And I love you. I love you to death. I love you to death, Matt. It's been 14 years. It's been a long ride. You got to go. It's time to go. And he probably told that to all the guys he got rid of. Like, I love y'all. He loves all these guys he's had. Julio was the only one that didn't. Julio and Vic were the only two that really did him the nastiest way possible. They did him the nastiest way possible. And you can see the hurt in his voice when he talks about them. He's not going to have no hurt in his voice about Matt Ryan. He's going to love Matt Ryan for the rest of his life. He's going to love all these guys that played here and didn't do anything dumb when they left or did anything that was worse off when they left than did anything good. And, you know, when Jake, if Jake leaves or Jake gets traded, whatever happens, he retires, Jake's going to have that same respect. Roddy White has that respect. All of these lifelong Falcons, they earn that respect no matter how their career ends, literally. So you have to realize that, like, I don't know, y'all. Like I said, y'all got some mental health stuff going on with y'all that need to be addressed. Not no kind of really mental health stuff, but like y'all got some real mental health stuff that needs to be addressed. You got better help. You got little sword sites and stuff that you can use and ask for some help. Just making sure y'all know that. You know, if you really feel like the Falcons are the cause of your depression in your life, you really need to go talk to somebody about that. Really intriguing.
Wait, because I just saw in the chat, and this is like the second time I've seen this. Did Parker Hesse die?
Did he?
I saw this twice in the chat.
I hope it's a joke. I hope he didn't die.
They probably joking because I don't see nothing on it.
Okay.
I don't see nothing on it.
I think they joking.
I mean,
they joking.
That's a joke.
Okay. That's not
a good joke. That's not a good joke to be playing.
I was going to say that's sick. That's even sick. You said that Tony G earned his respect, Millie Mills. For what Tony G did while he was here, he's a Falcons legend for what he did while he was here. I'll put it like that. I'm not gonna say he earned the lifelong Falcons fan. I still I own a Roddy White. Roddy White's like the only jersey I still wear to this day. I don't have no new jerseys. I got Roddy White jersey. So I don't know if I got a Tony Gonzalez jersey too. So I mean I got both of them. So it don't really matter. I got both of theirs. I got Matt. I got the legends. Like only one I don't have is Julio. I got the ones that everybody in Atlanta loves. I got Tony G, I got Matt, and I got Roddy White. So, I mean, if you think about it, I even got D'Angelo Hall jersey, but that's like old. That's from like back in the day. So, you know, you get these guys earn this. You got to earn your respect here. It's a city where you earn your respect, no matter what sports you play. You have to make me like you, because y'all remember how Trey was when he got here. Trey had to make y'all like him. And some of y'all in the comments, y'all was not Trey Young fans before when we drafted him. Because don't let me go do ATM and call him up and make him go through your Twitter profile and see what y'all
ATM, he a LeBron fan. He don't count.
Oh yeah, he is a LeBron fan. Well, Sam a LeBron fan, but I'm glad he was here. I'm so glad he was here because he would have been so damn right. But yeah, I mean, y'all got to realize this is fun. I'm having fun. I really am having fun. And Georgia football is back. So I'm just living life to the fullest right now. Y'all ever seen that picture of LeBron where he's like, I can't even believe my life? That's what I feel like about sports in Atlanta right now. It's just everything's on the up and up, bro. Y'all can say we ain't gonna win nothing, but we win. I promise. Look, we win 10 games, I go bald. I'll give y'all that. That's my challenge to y'all. We win 10 games next year, I'll go bald. I shave my. I go clean face. I'll go take the beard off, and I take my hair off. I'll go clean. I will look like a milk dud on this show if we win 10 games.
All right, man. Cam, you want to close this out, man?
All right, man. Damn, we going on 2 hours and 30 minutes, man. You know how we do over here. Definitely appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure y'all continue to support 6-Man K Styles on the road to 1,000. As I checked last time, we are about 30 away from 800. I'm calling 1,000 before the season. Also, continue to support Mad Mike Sports and Feli Sports Podcast. You already know what to do, man. We appreciate everybody coming on with us, giving y'all opinions. So until next time, we ain't here to play. We here to stay. You ain't got to go home.
Got to get the hell up out of here. Bam.
Deuces.